Yeah, uh, I'm clearing some more. I know I just dropped that reveal video. It's a whole bunch of clearing, but this one will be a little different because I'm actually trying to save the fence that's here. So I'm gonna clear this as I guess gently as I can to try to keep this fence where it is because the less fence you have to buy, the better off it is. So um, that's what we're working on. Hopefully I save this fence. I really don't want to replace this. I'm thinking I can. So let's get started. All right, so I wanted to put this out because I just hit 100 subscribers, which is awesome. I'm super pumped about that and thankful. I appreciate everybody who's checked it out. Actually 104 as of this morning. So I wanted to stop and acknowledge that because it's a big deal to me. I know that 100 it doesn't sound like a lot, but I did it without any paid promotions or another channel feeding into this. Just consistency. I try to post weekly, at least every 10 days. I miss the mark sometimes, and I originally wanted to drop that reveal video, like the one that I worked on for however long, and it took forever for me to drop it. I wanted to drop that at the 100 subscribers because I was at 97, but then I just kind of stalled there, and in the name of consistency, I couldn't hold out anymore, so I did it. Man, this is just more clearing, but that's kind of what's going on at Rough Start Ranch right now. I got to get all this stuff cleared out so that I can do the animals in these pastures. I'm hoping to do cows. This time it's 50 feet of fence, and like I said in the beginning, the fence is in good shape, so I would like to keep it if I can, because every fence that I've come across is either barbed wire, so I don't want it, or it's just beyond repair. So I really want to keep this fence. And you can tell by the way I'm cutting these trees. It's like I was probably overly cautious with this. But I do believe that the reveal video is what got me to the 100, which prompted this. So it helped my consistency, which is awesome. And I had an epiphany during all this that even if I never pick up another subscriber, I probably will continue to do it because no matter what happens with the books, and this channel, I'm leaving a library for my kids of like how all this came to be or didn't come to be if it never happens. So, and they'll be able to see and hear me for the rest of their lives if they want to, and that's pretty cool. So, I don't know, maybe that's just a precursor to let you know that I had that revelation. And so if I start dropping cliche advice, or it's like these little pearls of wisdom or whatever you want to call it, that's for them. And you if you want it or need it. But I'm not trying to water anything down or chase clicks or any of that. It's just, I thought that was kind of a cool idea. So this tree, this thing was I was really nervous about it because it was the biggest one, and it had this weird like kick to it. So it just wanted to fall on that fence. So I got it cut good, and then I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna knock it off with the tractor. Yep, and then I tried to break a hydraulic hose there. And decided I should probably put the tractor. Yeah, we gotta finish clearing this out before we get in here with the tractor and start tearing stuff up. And this tree was a pain too. So I was gonna try to do this one the way I did that big one, and come to find out, it was just the right size to fit in between the forks that are on the tractor. You'll see. Yeah. So like right there, I almost pulled it down onto the fence, which is not what I wanted. So then I tried to get to where, and I just couldn't make it work. Finally, you keep going back and forth, but you should hear it. Yeah, right there. When it finally breaks, then I can get over here and, yeah, force it down. You will go down. Man, and that little Ryobi saw, I like that thing more every time I use it. Like I'm getting to where I prefer using it. Yep, chain got loose. Yep. And then, yeah, I called it for the day there, as I figured getting them all down was probably, it was a good place to stop for the day. And then right here, so the way they all kind of fell, they kind of crisscrossed each other. So my thought process was to just go in there and kind of put the forks up and drag stuff and kind of let things fall. It didn't really work. If I'm being completely honest, it didn't really work at all. Actually, right here, yeah, see, I got it caught in the fence, and I'm like, well, that's going to defeat everything I've just done. So let's go around and see if we can push it. And yeah, right there, I might have been a little overzealous right there, but there we go. Got it out. Yep, and then I so that was kind of interesting because what I did was I like walked it around that tree on the other side, and then there was a stump. You can't really see it right now, and then I picked up the other side and it kind of hung on, so I just shoved it and went with it. Yeah, and then I just went ahead and turned the bush hog on because I think I had 1 or 2 trees right there, and then it was just nothing but bush hogging. So yeah, I dropped the trees. Yeah, there it is. And it looked super cloudy, but it never rained. It actually was one of the best days to be out working. There was a nice breeze. Oh yeah, I'm almost back to that other perimeter fence. So each time I'm in there, I'd like try to run down that fence line and get closer to that. And I don't know, it's just me goofing off, really. And yep, this is about the tedious part of it. And you see the axe there because at this point I had burned through every chain I have for my chainsaws, and they all need to be sharpened. So, which I'm not ready to get on that yet, but it won't be too much longer because that that's a fence line right there to the left, and that's the next one I'm hitting. But look, if you made it this far, I really appreciate it. Thank you for watching. If you subscribed, thank you for subscribing. If you haven't, please do. And yeah, thank you guys.
All right, well, there it is. That was way faster than the other, but to be fair, this was not nearly as thick. Managed to save the fence. I'll come out here probably one day next week and I'll fix the H bracing and I'll tighten the fence back up and it'll be good as new. But yeah, we're on to the next one.